Instead of wasting valuable class time on the syllabus, I wanted to just go over it in a video for you and just talk about a few of the specific things. There are some important things on here that I want to discuss, but I just don't want to take class time. We have 3 credit options. Be sure that you are enrolled for the correct one, and you can discuss with me any of the prerequisites if you're confused on what course you should be enrolled for. Everybody is available to enroll in 369K, and the 210C and Bio 377 are restricted. Here is your mentor information. We have quite a few of our mentors joining us again. Several of our mentors have gone on to pursue other things, so we can be very proud of them. Kevin Salire will be joining us. He was a student in 2009 and lead mentor in 2010. He is absolutely wonderful and helpful, and so I hope you'll help me in welcoming him back. He's actually never worked in this particular lab, so please help me show him around. I wanted to go over some of the electronic resources. Of course, we'll be primarily using the SBRS site. We will also use Google for documents and calendar, and I would like to just show you a little bit of what you can find on Google Docs. So here we can go to, let's just go ahead to fall of 2010. You have copies of all of the mini meeting sheets, which I'll get to in a minute. You have the final papers and access to all of the ligand proposals. So if you're having any trouble thinking about your proposal and format, there are many samples here that you can have a look at. We may have some new folders this year. We're going to be scanning NMRs and things like that, but we'll get to that as the time comes for you to do so. Remember that we sign up on the Google Calendar, so you can just click on the tab here and go to the calendar as usual. Please try to sign up by Sunday afternoon if possible. So let's just click on these ligand proposals, and you can see many of your mentors' names, and so this serves as a great starting point for you to be thinking about ligands. I didn't put the password on here, but of course it'll be on the syllabus that I post, probably email to you actually. Remember, Not Voodoo is a great electronic resources for organic chemistry techniques, and so you can use that. Now, all of these textbooks are available in the lab. You don't have to buy anything. I will provide your lab notebooks, safety glasses, and all that stuff. I want you to remember that, if you're having trouble with a technique that you've performed before, check out the SBRS manual. Also, you might see some abbreviations, TFA, DCM. You might not remember what these are. At the beginning of this Strategic Applications for Name Reactions in Organic Synthesis, there is a list of abbreviations with structures, so don't miss that if you're wondering what something is. Also, this has mechanisms for organic reactions, and when I say Claisen rearrangement, if you don't know what that is, you can go to the book and look it up. Some reactions will not work unless your reagents are distilled or recrystallized or purified in some way. Some things need to be dried, they can pick up water, and this purification of laboratory chemicals tells you how to purify organic, inorganic, and biological chemicals. So this is a wonderful reference, and I can help you use that if necessary. There is an index in the back that is arranged by CAS number, which is very convenient for looking up things. Clay showed me that the other day. We have a reference binder. I'm always looking for suggestions of things. If you find a great resource and just want to print it out, it's just hard copies, and there's a bunch of tabs in there, air-free technique, chromatography, and things like that. We have a copy of the chromatography paper in there if you're trying to select columns or select your fraction size. Everybody goes to the binder. And then, of course, Dr. Martin's text. You can look in there if you're performing a new technique and you're like, what is a trituration? I am sure you can find it in there, along with various glassware and things like that. I would like to just point out registration and add drop questions can be directed to the undergraduate office. And here are some important dates: the 12th class day and last day to Q drop. Although I hope that everybody in this stream sticks it out. You've all done an excellent job so far, and I'd like to keep you on, but in case you need those dates, there they are. Listings of prerequisites. And our course now carries an independent inquiry flag, and I understand you need to satisfy these for your degree requirements. So you are getting that flag through this course, so that's excellent. And here's the blurb that they have me post for you on independent inquiry. Safety information. Remember, lab coats are not required, but if you're doing something smelly or your clothing is nice, they are available to you in lab at any time. Remember, pants are required, or your capris or skirts have to be calf length. Safety glasses are available, and they're under the bench. I've separated them out from the goggles. You will be wearing safety glasses this whole semester. Please do not wear headphones in lab. Look up all your MSDS information. I may ask you about that, or your mentor may come up to you and ask you about that while you're running your reaction. And if you don't know, we will send you right back to the computer. So save yourself that embarrassment, and please just look up all your safety information and chemical structures before you get going on your reactions. There are clean areas, and Sarah Jin worked very hard to put down some nice bench paper, so you do have official clean areas. The computer areas are those, and we've reserved that other side that used to have bench paper, now has a nice contact paper. It's great to work on. I sit there all the time. Please do not bring your chemicals over the clean areas. Don't set up anything there. Please don't hold your flask and ask us if this looks good over the desks. Ask us to come over to you. Please just be a little bit more attentive to that this semester. I would hate to have something happen to one of the computers, or, God forbid, your mentor's textbooks or computers. Attendance, we do have our weekly conference course where I will lecture on a lot of techniques and subjects in molecular biology and biochemistry, so I'll get you into the big picture of the research in the conference course. 7 hours are required in lab for the chemistry people, and 9 hours for biochemistry. This is, so if you're in the Bio 377 credit, you need to make 9 hours. This is because bio has a lot of downtime, so you will have time for homework and reading and things like that. We'll discuss this a little bit more, and we can have some flexibility in that if you need to run off while you have a 3-hour wait. But a lot of biology is hurry up and wait. Every other week, you will have mini meeting. I think these will be held in my office as long as the groups will fit in that tiny little space. And you will prepare a sheet in ChemDraw, and we'll discuss individually your research. This gives you an opportunity to meet with me every other week instead of infrequently like last semester. And your sheets will contain your ideas, and we'll brainstorm. We can go over problems that you're having in OChem, do a little problem-solving session. That's fine. They last about an hour and a half, and I'll work around your schedules, so just make sure your schedules are updated. Makeup policy is here. And let's get a little bit into the assignments. It looks like there's a lot of assignments, but everything is just part of the research process, and I'm just trying to evaluate that along the way. We will evaluate your notebook. You can have me check it after your first step. If you don't have me check it after your first step, you might miss out on that. So be proactive and come to me. I'll give you suggestions, and you can improve your notebook. I'll then evaluate your notebook at the date that you need to turn it in, which is later in the syllabus, and that's 100 points. This should all be done in lab. Your notebooks will not be leaving the lab unless you specifically check them out with me. So this is not on top of anything. Just keep up with your notebook and keep good observations. You will be doing a modeling exercise, and we will be modeling medicinally relevant proteins that might be targets in 2012, because we will be switching off the MUP project. So there are some requirements. Just make sure, if you're not sure about the PDB files that you found, approach me well before the assignment is due, so we can really find you some structures if you're having some difficulty. So there's a tutorial to model MUP online, which of course you'll need to do for your proposal paper, but after that you're free to explore any molecule of protein that is of interest to you, that's medicinally relevant, that has a bound and unbound form. So we can discuss this more as the time arises. I like to do an online contribution just to do something a little bit fun each semester. Option 1 is to edit Wikipedia, and I'll let you read this little blurb on your own about the requirements. And option 2 is to write something up that's a feature in PyMol that maybe I didn't go into in the tutorial. And to help you with this, I do have some tutorials from the virtual drug screening stream that I can let you see. As long as you don't plagiarize, you could write up some technique that you learned from one of those, or any insights you have as you're working with PyMol, or that you find from some online tutorials. Perhaps you can teach me something. This assignment is less points. It's meant to be kind of fun and just contribute to the SBRS website or to the research community in general that is still using Wikipedia. Your research proposal is one of the big points here. You will either propose a new ligand for the MUP1 protein that hasn't been targeted yet, or you can propose a novel protein target. And I will probably give you a handout detailing some more specific information about this. You will be presenting in lecture during the end of October and the beginning of November on the progress that you've made so far and on any proposal ideas that you have, and you'll present that to the entire class. The final report is a departmental requirement. We will copy-paste a lot from your proposal to work into that, so your background will already be written by this time. You should just have to add in your progress and insights, and so you should be pretty well situated to do the final report at that time. We do have a WordPress discussion blog, which I expect you to post on. Once monthly, more would be great. I really want to keep it very research relevant and limit it to new procedures, changes in protocols, techniques you've learned. You can embed videos and things like that, and so we'll discuss a little bit more about the content. This is what we're presenting to the world. This is actually a public blog, so I want to limit it to, our best work. Every time you come to mini meeting, you'll have a sheet. This sheet will have the structures that'll help you write your research proposal, so you'll be able to basically copy-paste mini-meeting sheets. So don't think of this as an extra nuisance, but rather something that's just helping you prepare for your 2 major assignments. You will have a group job. It is to promote the lab, to do things for the lab as a whole, to work with your mentors and help them do the jobs that they had to do on their own all last semester. I hope you take this seriously, and the 100 points, I hope it's just a formality. I haven't had to take off points on group jobs ever in the past. Here is the grading policy. Please remember that you need to upload assignments. I would hate for you to lose points in this area. The sheets from mini-meeting need to be posted on the Saturday following your mini-meeting. You can make some revisions, but please, this is what everybody will look at in the future. If somebody ever takes over your project, they want to see your bi-weekly results, or bi-monthly results rather. So please post your mini-meeting sheets. Also, you need to post your research proposal and full report. Hey, this is the thing that you're looking at right now from your mentors that is helping you to write your papers. So please do next year the same courtesy. I also need the full report, the final paper, posted online so that I may send Dr. Simmons a link to show that you've met your final paper requirements, so make sure to get those up. Students with disabilities may request accommodations, and that is right there. And I will let you look over these due dates on your own. Please make sure if it is an electronic copy that you're sending me an electronic copy, or if it's a hard copy, that's all listed here as well, so you can look through all of that. So it looks like quite a few assignments, but I hope you realize that all of these are kind of leading up to a few things and understanding your research better, and they will help you to write those papers, which I do believe are your major assignments for the course. I'm very excited for this fall semester. I look forward to having all of you back, and have a great day. Thank you for watching this video, and please just sign. There'll be a sign sheet to state that you've watched this video and you're aware about the syllabus, and that'll be behind your sign-in sheets. It'll just be the last page. So when you come to lab after you've seen this video, just be sure to sign your name so I know that we're on the same page. Thank you very much.